Most architects think you need 3 different software for one beautiful presentation section that looks a little something like this. However, in reality, you just need one, and your current workflow is absolutely slowing you down. If you're ready to change your old habits, let's turn around to the screen and get started with the taste. So at the end of this video, we're looking for a section that looks something like this. In traditional CAD software, this would be technical line work. So if I was to turn off a couple layers, it might look more along the lines of this. Potentially something like this with a little bit of shading, but never you're truly going to get something from a traditional 2D CAD system that looks presentation worthy. It's always going to be more technical, messy, and really hard to make pretty. So the goal is very simple. Let's keep this section entirely in one software and take it from start to finish. So where do we start? Well, we start with a basic outline of our building, the shape of the roof and the floor and the stairs, nothing too complicated. The simple geometry of this is where we always start. We need our section cut line. At this stage, it's just clean geometry. There's no technicalities around it. It's barely even telling us a story, but it gives us something to color in a sense. It gives us a base to start adding our information to. Next, we can start drawing in our walls and our spaces. So this is where the wall tool down the bottom becomes really, really powerful. We go from drawing basic lines and shapes to bringing the architecture to life. Now, if we draw a wall, we can change the hatch, we can change the fill just here on the right hand side to whatever we need it to be. We can also use the zone tool to highlight different areas, or we can draw different polygon lines like such to create different shapes and textures inside without drawing a slab and then actually having measurements inside and being able to articulate different names. Or we can create polygons and lines and fill them in. That's always another option. When we've hatched out all our spaces, we just start to fill in the blanks. Like I said, we're coloring in the boxes really. Then we get a bit more technical. We add floor information, like how our floor is supported, the footings, the substructure walls, the ground, a bit of articulation to our staircase, and of course we start putting in our roof structure. Now the section is starting to get more technical and starting to look like a true CAD section, but we don't want to stop there. We want to make this absolutely beautiful, and whilst I have things that I've created like this hatch, it's still completely editable. So if I didn't like that wall hatch for whatever reason, I could go and change it just to a straight gradient, potentially a fill, change the opacity, whatever I needed to make my section just the way I would want it to be. It's all completely editable, no matter how far through your section you are. Traditional CAD would go ahead and add our annotations, start tidying this up, draw a few section bubbles, call out some details and move on. But again, we're trying to get it presentation ready in one single software. So let's move on to something different. Let's start adding furniture. If I turn on my furniture layer, you'll see the space begins to come to life. There's chairs in the auditorium, there's microphones, there's sheet stands, there's lighting, there's speakers, all of which are simply blocks, meaning come up to the top left hand, blocks. Search for something like music and you get a piano, guitar, a few bits and pieces. If we click on the piano, we get a side view. So we can click on that piano, drag and drop it into our project, flip it so it's appropriate to the scene, and put it at the back of our space. Now we have a piano in our space that might be a little bit too big. We might need to scale that down, and in a matter of seconds, our space begins to come even more to life. We're really starting to tell a story about this space, how it will be interacted with, how it will be used, not just how it needs to be constructed and how it needs to meet compliance. If we add on to that layer and include our people, we now all of a sudden get a really good understanding of how the space works. If I zoom in to this auditorium, you'll see a lady sitting fully upright with a man slouching over, and his eye line is still over the lady, whilst the man standing in the middle platform in the walking section, again, beautiful lines of sight to the stage whilst not interrupting anybody's views above. So it's indicating to us that our auditorium steps are appropriate heights. It also indicates the design intent to the builder, to the client, to everybody in between. Now we need to introduce depth, emotion, texture, all of the above through color and materiality. So all of a sudden our section goes from a boring construction black and white hatch to a beautiful, warm space people will enjoy. So you can see that we're planning timber textured acoustic paneling, raw timber underneath this stage over here. Balustrading is starting to make sense and bring forms together. The concrete walls, the spaces start to feel warm. We understand that this screen wall is hiding this entire wooden facade behind. We're starting to understand how the upper deck is coming together, all through creating additional cut lines, additional line weights, and the perception of depth. Again, there's no layer chaos. You can see for me in the left hand side, I have the exact structure set up in what order they're taking precedent. So I know I can turn these on and off at any time and not have any layer chaos. But there's a few things still missing. If we add color and we want depth, well, we need shadows. We need to know that things are casting a shadow, that they have depth, that they aren't just flat 2D spaces. So a shadows layout makes that a bit more visually obvious. And then to finish it all off and tidy it up, we include our doors and our windows back into our space so that everything is starting to blend seamlessly together. Coming towards the end of our sectional detail, we need to add some internal line work. Now, these internal lines can indicate blade walls, which are then represented through the shadows, so we understand they're at a bit of an angle. It can help articulate glazing and mirrors, stair structures, balustrade details, steps themselves. Any of the information that isn't really coming through in our textures, our layers, our blocks, we just generic 2D lines on the inside. And like everything else down the bottom, 1-2 click line complete. This is where we move back to our traditional CAD style section lines. We start introducing our annotations. So we have our grid lines, we have our height markers, we have our room names, and everything that we're so familiar with. After that, we can layer on top some measurements, some annotations, door tags and window tags, and even some equipment tags. Things we're very much used to. But this is where it changes. We have a technical section that's significantly better than we get normally in a 2D CAD software. But we need to layer on top of it further. We need to layer our background. We need to layer grass, images, classic shapes, imported images, birds, the sun, everything in between. So what we typically export out, take into Photoshop, we can still do right here in Rayon. Now, before we export this, and I'll show you exactly how in a minute, we just need to double check it's all clear, all readable, and the hierarchy is important. Doing our final checks is a huge step to getting our sections right. Then when we're ready, we come up to the top, File, Export, either as a PDF, DWG, or DXF. We can even go up top, Share, Presentation, tick this little button, and then we can copy a live link that loads a presentation set that our clients can see live. Obviously, Rayon is significantly more powerful than what I've just shown you. We can create mood boards like this. We can create floor plan details like this. And of course, we can create more informed structural details like this. At the end of the day, that gives us a beautiful presentation set that's above and beyond what we're very familiar with in traditional CAD. Anyway, that's all from me, team. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you smash that subscribe button down below. And like always, I'll see you next week.